Hello everybody, welcome back to another Lost Ark video. It's Friday, so it's Arkonomics Day. Here we are on North America West, Jumpstart L'Oreal. You all know that I quit the main game and I now only exclusively play Jumpstart on my boy Pallysmurf8, the Cheese Rabbit artist. Let's check out blue crystal prices as always. So we're looking at the currency exchange here, so it's looking like about 1.8k for blue crystals. Not bad, not bad. Pretty strong economy. We'll go ahead and check on trade skill map prices and honing prices. So it's looking like blue orehas are at about 20 gold each. Yours truly is probably selling some. Yep, you see me, I'm a great supplier to these people. Trade skill price is kind of going crazy. There's very few relics on the auction house, and the ones that are up are quite expensive, and there is absolutely no fish on the marketplace. So all of you fishermen, maybe it's time to cast out the line and reel in some fish, maybe list them up on the auction house, see what you can do. All hilarious and funny jokes aside, welcome back to Arkonomics. I pulled a funny joke, a funny one, if you will. I'm hilarious, please laugh at my joke. We're back, Arkonomics Friday. NA West, as always, chilling out on the Mari gang. Hit up the currency exchange, we're at 3.5k. Last time I bought blue crystals were at 4k. That's how she goes sometimes. Yeah, prices do be pricing. As far as things go in the realm of, I guess, materials and fun things that we seem to track consistently here on the show, orehas still in a weird state. I will mention that prime orehas kind of have been picking up finally. They seem to be selling a bit more quantity wise than they were the last couple weeks, which is a good thing for us. It has been driving the price of primes up, even though the price of materials is still quite down. Fish are still sitting at 120 gold each. Again, this is mostly just because the influx of robotic men fishing. I still think fish are a great investment. Hashtag buy fish is back. Buying fish is, I mean, it's fish, man. You've seen what happened with fish. Relic prices are around the same because obviously when one trade skill tanks, the others do as well when they are primarily used to make fusion materials like relics are. Things like flowers and whatnot and meat are used for completely different things, so their prices are kind of irrelevant. But relics and fish are typically used for the same thing, so they're consistently equal-ish, if that makes sense to you. Radiant leapstones kind of have been going up. Can't see the average day price unless you hover over it, and it's still like all fucky. It's a fucky-wucky. But basically, radiants have went up significantly. They've been around 110 gold, as you can see there. They've went down a little bit, but I expect them to perhaps even go up a bit more, because we're seeing a lot more people honing, I guess, because prime orehas are in much more higher demand than they used to be. It's hard to say for sure, but that's sort of what it seems like, especially since the quantity of fusions that I've been selling is significantly higher than it used to be, considering the scenario that we're in. Interesting to see what happens. And it's interesting to note that the price of legendary skins, now that they're on the marketplace, let us look at legendary. All class, bing bang boom. You can kind of see here, legendary skins, very cheap for some classes. Sharpshooter bow. Wow, very cool. 40k. Kind of insane to me. Because, I don't know if you know this, but it takes a lot more than 40k to make a legendary skin. So it's interesting to me to see even like the less played classes be this cheap. Obviously, the more played classes, it's going to be a bit higher. You have stuff like Paladin. Even the Paladin, like this is the Paladin helmet that people like from the Leap set. 3 trades, meaning it hasn't been traded at all. 56k? I mean, that seems cheap to me. You have the fucking artist brush, the rose. 54k? I mean, that's crazy to me. 55k if you want a non-trade one. It's just, I feel like this is very cheap, and I'm interested to see if it's just the excess of the initial whales selling off all their extras because they crafted until they got what they wanted set-wise, or this is just sort of what the prices are going to be. We'll have to see, though. There's no way to really know until we see. Like, that's literally it. But for what it's worth, I think these are pretty good prices to purchase stuff at. Much cheaper than I was expecting to see, personally. Yeah. I think that's it on the skins. The new skins that came out, though. Sorry, let me do this. The new skins that came out, you can kind of see here, the price for cloth. You dismantle any epic thing, it gives you 7 cloth. So the price for 7 cloth is about 9k, 8.5k, because you can dismantle these weapons. You only get 1 weapon skin, so 1 weapon, 7 cloth. You're looking at about 8.5k. Obviously, if armor sets are cheap enough, it can be worth it to get an armor set like this. You have 3 pieces. You can dismantle all of the pieces. But it's interesting to see. And you can see if you can or cannot dismantle something, it'll tell you in red text on the item. So like you see, I'm looking at these items individually. The only red text that appears is it's unsellable. Meaning I can dye it, I can dismantle it, I can do whatever I want from it. Each of these pieces individually will give 7 cloth, so 7, 14, 21. So I'm spending 20k to get 21 cloth. Makes sense? Make a sense? It'd make a sense to you. Hopefully it does. I know I'm not the best explainer sometimes, but that's how she go. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the preppy skins. I could just search it, but that's too easy. Preppy selection chest. Here we go. This is the cute new skins that we got. Very cute. Looks like they're sitting at about 39k right now. Unsurprising. They're always usually pretty expensive immediately, and then they go down typically, rather than up. Depending on the popularity of the skin, though, it can definitely go up. But that's where we're sitting at right now. It's interesting to me that the Shadow of Stern shit is still massively expensive because... I don't know if y'all know this, but... They added the Shadow of Stern shit back to the market, or the shop. So I don't really understand why it's so expensive. Still. Something to keep in mind, though, in case you didn't know. Last thing I want to talk about, obviously, is gems. So we're going to peep some gems, and then we're going to be done. Of course, I want tier 3. Come now. Come now, child. 159k for a cooldown. Feeling like it's going to be about the same as it's been. Damage gem, 374, 375. Yeah, it's basically the exact same. No surprise there. That's it for this episode of Arkonomics. Thank you all, as always. Much appreciated. Like the video if you like it, dislike if you dislike it, comment down below, all that algorithm stuff. Subscribe if you want daily vids from me. It making me happy. Big number, better person. And thank you to all my YouTube members, of course. My tier 2s, Blitzel, Remix My Life, I'm Nufu, Erzak, Peachy, Jacob. And all my tier 1s, It's Biscuits, Inder, Diz. You guys are the best. Bye.